I'm going to demonstrate how to open the command prompt and do some basic commands, including help. First, I need to start the command prompt, so I'll go to the Start button, click on All Programs, and then Accessories, and you should see Command Prompt available, either here or up above. I can left-click on it. If I right-click on it, I also get the option to run as administrator. You might find that you need to do this if you open up the command prompt and then it won't let you perform a task. It's because you need to come back and open it to run as administrator. Alright, so here's my command prompt. You can see it doesn't really tell me much. I've got my H prompt, which means I'm on the H drive. But I want to work on the C drive. So I'm going to type in the letter C followed by a colon. And notice my prompt has changed to C. So I'm now looking at a different hard disk. The command to list everything on this drive is dir for directory. Press enter. And now we can see what's on this drive. But it filled the screen and I want to be able to see what's there as it fills it. So I'm going to use the directory command again with a space, a /, and P for page. Now I press enter and you can see it stopped when the screen was filled. Of course I could make the screen larger and I also have a scroll bar. But this is a good example of a switch or a parameter that's used in conjunction with a command. So let me do it again. dir is the command, /P is the switch. And there you can see my list again. Alright, what if I don't know what switches come with a particular command? There are two ways I can get help. I can use dir and then the / for switch and the question mark. That will give me help on this particular command. So I press enter and there's all of the different switches that can be used with the directory command. Press any key to continue and it finishes the display. So that's one way to get help. Another is to use the help command. But it needs to know what I want help with. So now I'm going to use directory as my parameter. So initially I used the directory command with the help parameter. Now I'm using the help command and then I'm specifying the command that I want help with. Press enter and I get the same help that I got with the previous way. Press continue and that's completed. Alright, once again I'm going to get a list of everything that's on this computer and now I'm going to navigate down one level. So for example, I have a directory, I can see it right there on the screen, called users. To change directory is cd space and the name of the folder or directory you want to go to. Notice that my prompt changed. Now I can do directory again and I'm getting the content of the users directory. I can change directory again and I'm going to go to ktaylor 2. I can see that that's one of my directories or folders. And now use directory again and I can see the contents of the ktaylor 2 folder. I'm going to use it one more time. This time I'm going to change to downloads. I'm going to use directory and you can see that there's just one file in this directory. Alright, so what if I want to move back to one of those previous directories or folders? The change directory command with a space and 2 periods will move you up one level. So this should take us to, think about it, ktaylor 2, which it did. But now I'm thinking I really want to go back to the C prompt. Rather than having to do this step by step, when you want to get back to the root directory, which in this case is this at the C prompt, or the C directory, I would type cd space and the backslash, not /, backslash. Press enter and I'm back up there at the C prompt. The C prompt followed by that backslash, the backslash actually represents the root directory or root folder, which is at the very top level. Now it turns out that I want to change to another drive. Remember I came from the H drive or the H directory or disk. Now I'm on the C disk. I want to go to a USB I have plugged in. Unlike Windows, where I can get a listing of all the different devices I have by going to computer using the graphical user interface, I don't have any way to find out from here what devices are currently attached. So I just have to know, and this is where the lettering convention related to your CDs, your hard disks, USB ports come into play. I happen to know that my USB is a F drive. So I'm going to do directory, and this time I'm going to follow it with F so I can get a listing of everything on the USB drive plugged into F. File not found. That's because I forgot something important. When I do directory, if I'm changing to another device, in this case F, I've got to be sure to include the colon and press enter. So you can see you don't get much help when things don't go right. And the first thing you should always check for is to make sure you didn't spell something wrong, forget a space, or forget punctuation.